As Shelby County trustee, David C. Lenore uses a visionary approach to improving the financial health of Shelby County and the lives of its residents. Also known as the county's banker, got some dollars for me? David takes the right. David takes this distinction to heart and has created several community initiatives to promote economic stability. He is leading the charge and tackling issues such as poverty, blight, financial literacy, and access to mainstream banking. And David is also a graduate of the University of Alabama's Culverhouse School of Accountancy, where he received his Bachelor of Science in Accounting. He enjoys hunting, fishing, and is an avid reader and bookkeeper and gardener. So, beekeeper.
Not bookkeeper.
Oh, beekeeper. I need new glasses.
Thank you, Dr. Harris. I tell you, it's an honor to be with you this afternoon. Terry's done such a great job of talking about how important Dr. King is and this particular place. It is truly an honor. Tomorrow, as she said, we will be remembering Dr. King and the 49th anniversary. And so as we head into that 50th year, it is an exciting time to be in Memphis and Shelby County. So for our locals that are here, I hope you will stay involved with the Civil Rights Museum. And for our out-of-town guests, I want to extend an invitation and ask that you would come back and visit with us over this next year as you watch our city develop and blossom. I have used the terminology as the City of Kings. I don't think it's any irony that our city has had so much association with kings, whether it's Dr. King or Elvis Presley, the king of rock and roll. I'm going to say Justin Timberlake is now the king of pop. B.B. King. There's so many associations. And there is no doubt that the crown jewel of our community is the people. It is the people. And so if you stick with that theme and that sort of mental image of a crown, you think about diversity in terms of different colors and different cuts and different shapes of crown jewels. It's what comes together and makes a beautiful crown. When I came into the trustee's office, I challenged our staff and said, I want our office to be the flagship office throughout all of county government. And I'm really proud of the work that our staff has done. And I asked them to operate under these values. And it's two words that spell the word, reach out. And each one of those letters stand for a different word. And the R stands for respect. The E stands for excellence and enthusiasm. The A stands for accountability. The C stands for compassion. The H stands for help. I heard it said one time that providing hope without help is just hype. And so when taxpayers and folks come into our office, I want our office to provide real help. And so that spells the word reach. Out is, I tell our staff that it has to be outward. We can't just keep this in under a table, so to speak. It has to be upward. We have to be working to help people, to lift people up. And it has to be timeless. As my dad would say, keep on keeping on. And so when you come into the trustee's office, you might be offered a customer response card that has that on it. Reach out. But I bring that up because for me, it all goes back to that word respect. Respect. I encourage our staff to respect every person, every walk of life. Another initiative that I launched in the trustee's office, we call it the TIP team. And Terry talked about we got to move beyond diversity and just work towards inclusion. The TIP team is what we call our trustee input panel. I meet with a group, a cross-section of employees every month where they get the chance and the opportunity to weigh in and talk about the things that are going on in the trustee's office. It is top to bottom. A lot of times the senior management has the ability to get the ear of the elected official or the leader of an organization, but sometimes those lower level employees don't necessarily always have that opportunity. And so inclusion is extremely important as we look at diversity in the workplace. It's not just, as Terry said, about hiring people that don't look like us. I heard it said one time that two heads are better than one only when they're different. I can assure you, you don't want to live in a world that looks like me. And so having diversity is important, but also having inclusion is important, that we allow all the different variety of voices, a voice within our organization. And then we think about them and consider their needs as we build our organization. So again, I appreciate the opportunity to be with you this afternoon. I believe my job is to recognize the honorees for this occasion today. And so with that, let me introduce you to the honorees. As the Chief Administrative Officer for Alsac St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, Emily Greer is responsible for leading the day-to-day administrative operations for Alsac and serves as the number 2 executive behind the Chief Executive Officer. During her 25-year tenure with Alsac, she served in various management roles, including Senior Vice President of Human Resources and Chief of Staff prior to becoming Chief Administrative Officer. Emily serves on a number of community boards in Memphis, including Christian Brothers University, the Memphis Chamber Advisory Council, and Lemoyne-Owen College. She graduated cum laude from Christian Brothers University with a BS in Marketing and Management, earned her certificate as a senior professional in human resources through the Society of Human Resource Management. And in 2006, she earned her executive MBA from the University of Memphis. Emily is married to her husband, Jarvis. They have 2 children, Mackenzie and Jarvis Jr., and 2 grandchildren. The 2017 Executive Leadership Award goes to Emily Greer. Sean Lee is the president of Porter Leaf, a 167-year-old nonprofit organization in Memphis, dedicated to empowering children and families to achieve healthy, optimal, and independent lifestyles. Sean transitioned from the for-profit world to Porter Leaf as its first director of human resources in 1997 and was selected as president in January 2005. Over the past 12 years, Sean has overseen a period of significant growth and outreach of services while maintaining Porter Leaf's reputation for accountability and quality. Sean graduated from the University of Memphis with a Bachelor of Business Administration degree and is duly certified Senior Professional in Human Resources, and SHRM, the Society of Human Resource Management Senior Certified Professional. Originally from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Sean has lived in the Mid-South for 38 years and currently resides in Lewisburg, Mississippi, with his wife Susan and their 2 children, Morgan, who's 15, and Lauren, who's 11. The 2017 Diversity Community Champion Award, Sean Lee. Sue Hare Locke came to this country in 1967, so this is her 50th year in the United States. Born in Palestine in April of 1948, she is often asked how she learned to cook Southern. She replied, "I was born in Southern Palestine." Jimmy Locke, her late husband, bought the little tea shop in 1981 and asked her to run it. She began in 1982. This is the oldest operating restaurant in downtown Memphis. Sue Hare has helped hundreds of immigrants through the years. She's done Arabic interpretations for the Department of Justice. She is always helpful to those in need, feeding homeless people, providing clothes for battered women and refugees, and she has employed those who are down and out. Her generosity knows no bounds. Sue Hare represents the best of Memphis. The 2017 Workforce Entrepreneurship Award, Sue Hare Locke. Congratulations. Terrence Patterson is a native Memphian and the product of the K-12 public education system. He holds an MBA and a law degree from Northwestern University in Chicago. He was recently selected as president and CEO of the Downtown Memphis Commission, the organization charged with advancing Memphis and Shelby County by making downtown Memphis a better place to work, live, play, and invest. Patterson serves as a senior financial analyst for the Walt Disney Company, as an attorney for the prestigious firm Kirkland & Ellis in Chicago, and as deputy chief of staff and interim executive officer of the new schools for the Chicago public school system. In 2011, the Hyde Family Foundation recruited Patterson back to Memphis to serve as education program director. Patterson is board chairman for KIP Memphis and vice chairman for the First Tee program, or the First Tee of Memphis. He also serves as chairman for the Shelby County Schools Teacher and Leader Effectiveness Advisory Board. He's a life member of Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated. He and his wife Ashley are the proud parents of a 2-year-old, Trey, and they're looking for babysitters. 2017 Community Innovator Award, Terrence Patterson.